Hello and welcome to the Wrexham Festival of Words. My name's Marty Jopson and I'm not in Wrexham because, well, for obvious reasons, let's face it, I was supposed to be in Wrexham. I'm not sure whether it was today because it got cancelled so long ago, but I was supposed to be in Wrexham doing a show, doing a talk for you, and obviously that didn't happen. So the nice folk in Wrexham, they said to me, can you do something from your home? Can you do something virtually? And I said, yes, of course I can, because I'm set up to do virtual stuff, because that's what I've been spending my lockdown time doing, actually. I've been doing this thing called Micro Minute, sort of hashtag Micro Minute. I've tried to put a link in the notes below, so hopefully below, if I've got it right, I'm a bit of a newbie when it comes to streaming on YouTube. There should be a little link there. And basically what I do is I take my microscopes, which is one of my microscopes, and I show people very small stuff. But anyway, I'm going to talk to you about books as well today. And by the way, if you want to ask me any questions, if there's anybody listening, if there is anybody out there, or am I just talking to the ether on my own? If there's anybody out there, just go into the YouTube page that this video is streaming to, and there should be a chat window on the right-hand side, and you can just type something in. You've got to be logged in as a YouTube user to that. And there is a little bit of a delay, so don't expect me to answer instantaneously, but do stick something up there. So anyway, I was invited to come along to the Wrexham Carnival of Words, not just because I do a lot of talking of words, but because I have written some words. Here's one of my books. I've got a thing in the way. My chat window is in the way. I'm going to move the chat window over there for now, so I can see what's going on here. So this is my latest book. It's called The Science of Being Human, published by the lovely folk at Michael O'Mara Books. They've been publishing all my books so far. So I've got this one. This one is all about, well, it does what it says on the tin, really. It's all about some of the weird, quirky science of what it means to be a human being. And it says, as it says in here, why is your queue mathematically proven to always be so slower? Are we still evolving? How does the internet make us behave badly? And basically what this book does is it starts out with some pretty heavy, weighty stuff. It's got little pictures in as well. We've got some lovely illustrations in there. You can't really see the illustrations. See, look, oh, lovely pictures. Little pictures. Some of them are quite good. I like this one. This is one of my favourites. This is all about how much Neanderthal there is in you. Oh, look at that. Isn't that good? But anyway, it starts out with some stuff about evolution, some heavy questions about evolution. It then goes on and asks you talks about some rather uncomfortable biological truth, things to do with things like death and domestication and the biology of skin colour, all of which is sort of uncomfortable and sometimes a bit difficult to talk about. But there is some biological underpinning to all these things. Then we go into things like virtual humans, because let's face it, especially these days, we are behaving more and more on a virtual world. So here am I talking to a virtual audience. And how has that changed human beings? How has that changed what it means to be a human being? And then there's also a bunch of stuff there that sort of segues off that goes off into deception and how we deceive each other, because we do constantly, all the time. How do you tell a lie? How can you tell if somebody's lying? And the answer is, well, you probably can't. You're completely useless at it. The other things that's in there, and then it goes on to talk about, the last thing is in there, is to do with crowd behaviour, because let's face it, none of us are an island, although maybe we are at the moment, but in theory none of us are an island, and you can get some more science out of that. So that's in there. And what I thought I'd do this afternoon is I'll talk a little bit about the books. I'll do that sell for you. And then I'm just, because I can't help myself, I'm going to play with the microscope and I'm going to show you some stuff under the microscope as well, because let's face it, if you've got a beautiful microscope like this, I might as well use it a little bit. So I'll show you a little bit of stuff under the microscope, and then we'll go back to talking about the books. Here's the other books. That's Science of Being, Science of Food, and the first book was, there you go, I have to hold it just right, The Science of Everyday Life. And this is only available in paperback now, or you can get me to read them too, because I did the audible readings, which is good fun. Anyway, let's do something. Let me show you something. I'm just going to have to just have a little fiddle with the old computer to make sure that everything is running. Yes, I have excellent connection, it says. And let's see, is that's doing its thing as well? Yes, so everything is going well. Good. So, okay, this beast here is a fantastic microscope, and with it I can show you all sorts of things. And seeing as how I'm primarily talking about my latest book, The Science of Being Human, I run out of space on my desk. I've tweeted some pictures. If you go and look at the pictures of this, is my kitchen table. It's just piled with stuff. I thought we'd show you some human stuff, and there's only one human being sat here at the moment, and that's me. So this is all going to be about. It's all going to be about me. It's always just about me. So I've actually got two cameras on me. I've got one camera here, and I've got another camera here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to this camera here, and I'm going to show you, because what I thought we'd do first is we will just plug that in. I'll show you a little bit of blood.